The film opens up in Berlin before the collapse of the Berlin Wall in 1989.
James Gascoigne.
I always thought if I got tagged, it would be by the best. Or the biggest f*** in the KGB.
Ten days later, we meet Lorraine Broughton, a top-level spy for MI6. She has to be interrogated by an MI6 executive about her mission to Berlin.
That's a nasty black eye. The voices on record are the following. Myself, Senior Director and Officer Eric Gray. Our American guest, Emmett Kurtzfeld, the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency, and returning British Operational Officer Lorraine Broughton.
Shall we begin?
Berlin. What happened?
In the beginning, Lorraine is called into a meeting with her superiors.
How well do you know James Gascoigne?
Enough to say hello.
Gascoigne was killed last night on a mission in Berlin.
James' mission was to meet with an East German agent nicknamed Spyglass regarding a list hidden in the Swiss watch containing the names of every active intelligence agent in Berlin. But Yuri, a KGB assassin, killed him and went with it.
Everyone's hunting for it. The Yanks, the Frogs, Soviets, of course.
And our man, Percival.
Who's Percival?
David Percival. He's our number one in Berlin. Without an embassy to look after him.
Berlin is the Wild West. If the Russians get that list, we're all buggered. Sideways.
Your mission is to connect with Percival and do whatever it takes to get that list home.
The Jordache wasn't easy.
Where's the f***ing list?
I gave the microfilm to Gascoigne last night.
James didn't show up.
Follow me! Come. Tell me you made a copy.
I memorized it.
Memorized it? Every single agent on the list.
Lorraine has to recover the list and assassinate Satchel, a double agent who has sold intelligence to the Soviets for years and who betrayed Gascoigne. Lorraine is chosen for the assignment because of her proficiency in Russian.
This is highly sensitive. Trust no one.
When Lorraine arrives in Berlin, she is immediately ambushed by KGB agents working for arms dealer and KGB associate Alexander Bramovich, but is able to escape, thanks to her main contact, Agent David Percival, showing up to help.
Sergeant, it's the blend in the east.
So what was your first impression?
He was handsome.
The Zeus think that you're going to be able to help me find that list.
Just drop me at my hotel. It's around the corner.
Bramovich is also looking for Yuri for the list, and he knows Yuri is trying hard to sell it. Lorraine asks Percival where to find Spyglass, but he says he's never met him. After failing to find any immediate leads, Lorraine searches Gascoigne's apartment and discovers a picture of him and Percival. However, she's suddenly ambushed by the West German police. She realizes only Percival knew she was going to the apartment and begins to suspect him of being a double agent.
I need access to a network in East Berlin.
Come back tomorrow before closing.
When Lorraine visits a restaurant mentioned by the KGB agents, she encounters Bramovich but is saved by novice French agent Delphine Lassalle, a naive French agent. Although initially suspicious of Lassalle, Lorraine bonds with her. Lassalle suggests that they should work together.
Your watch is ready. It's on the counter in that plain envelope.
I think you'll find my contact very useful.
Percival, having tailed Lorraine, surveys a watchmaker she visited and spots Yuri. Yuri announces his plan to sell the list to the individual with the highest bid. Lorraine is informed that the double agent's identity has been compromised. After receiving a tip, Percival murders Yuri and seizes the wristwatch, revealing the double agent's identity. Percival meets Lorraine and now informs her that Spyglass has memorized the list and wants to defect. Lorraine is upset that Percival did not reveal this before, else she would have prioritized the extraction of Spyglass.
Wait, you said you hadn't met him.
I lied.
The same night, Percival called Eric and told him that he had the list and knew the identity of the double agent. This was not known to Lorraine. Later, Percival meets with Bramovich and offers the double agent's identity to keep the balance and tips him off about their plan to extricate Spyglass from East Germany. He is unaware that LaSalle is covertly photographing their meeting. Later, Percival offers to escort Spyglass and his family across the border to West Berlin. Lorraine offers to help, and she makes her own arrangements.
Und ein tapferes Mädchen sein.
We have to go.
See you in the West.
Percival has shooters on top to take out Spyglass.
Объект вышел из здания.
Приближается.
Какая проблема?
This was never part of the plan.
It's part of mine.
Проблема на зонтике, это все ни хрена не видно. Не знаю. Очень много народу. Утверждай, цель твоя? Я не вижу их. Пошли, я повторяю.
I don't want to die.
You're not going to die.
Стой, не стреляй! Не стреляй!
Get in! Fasten your seatbelt. Just breathe!
And despite Lorraine's best efforts, Spyglass is killed when the car drowns to the bottom.
You need a break?
No.
Lorraine makes it to West Berlin and realizes Percival has planted a bug in her coat. She tells LaSalle. It turns out that LaSalle was following Percival on Lorraine's instructions. But now LaSalle knows that Percival has met Bramovich and is threatening him. He warns her that she doesn't know who she is dealing with, referring to Lorraine. Percival goes to LaSalle's apartment and kills her to conceal his own tracks, fleeing the scene as Lorraine arrives. Moments later, Lorraine discovers LaSalle's photographs and realizes Percival has the list and he's a double agent. As Percival burns his safe house and attempts to flee, Lorraine tracks him down, kills him, and takes the list.
You killed David Percival.
Who are you to judge my actions?
I'm your superior.
This was never about stopping the war. It was about saving your ass.
Later, Lorraine reveals that he had met Bramovich, as the real target that day was not Spyglass, but Lorraine. Bramovich tells her that Percival wanted the KGB to eliminate Lorraine. He knew that Spyglass was a liability to everyone and thus had to be eliminated as well, and that Lorraine was the real double agent. Later, Lorraine is debriefed by MI6 executive Eric Gray and Emmett Kurzfeld. She presents LaSalle's photographs and doctored audio recordings, which paint Percival as the double agent.
Where's the list, Lorraine?
I don't know.
She denies knowing the list's whereabouts, leaving MI6 no choice but to close the case. 3 days later in Paris, Lorraine, now speaking in Russian, meets with Bramovich, who addresses her as Comrade Satchel. Bramovich, having learned from Percival there is more to Satchel than he had previously known, orders his men to kill her. Lorraine kills his henchman. Speaking with an American accent, she tells Bramovich she always fed him misinformation to manipulate the KGB and kills him. She and Kurzfeld return to the United States with the list. In their conversation, it is implied Lorraine is actually a triple agent and had been working for the CIA all along. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this.